Well, hello friends and followers. Here's the FT-102 in all of its glory or disgrace, considering all the work I've put into this thing, and mainly because I don't have knowledge in my head of how this thing works that would be ingrained like in that gentleman called Mel, the heart surgeon. So all of it's had to be learned from the manual and the School of Hard Knocks. At any rate, so I'll show you where I'm at now. My relays never came in today because the guy from Ukraine that sent me the relays wants a signature for them, and I didn't get a signature. So that could be tomorrow. I guess I'm in no hurry. So what happened? The 24-volt supply got knocked again, and it took out the pass transistor, and it took out the Xenier diode, and I put in a pass diode just for the heck of it because that looked a little weak. So anyway, long story short is 24 volts up again. 24-volt supply line on this thing feeds a 15-volt line and I think another one. So there's a bunch of power supply factors that feed the radio that need that 24-volt line to be active. And I almost want to put like a fusible link on it or something so it won't blow up the power supply, because when you're messing with these relays and they're 24-volt relays, you can get a direct short and then that whole thing blows up. It just blows right up. So I have to maybe put like a 2-ohm resistor in there or something so when it blows up and shorts, it'll smoke the resistor and tell you it's shorted, and it won't just simply pop the pass transistor and the Xenier diode and all that. So anyway, you're like, so what? You know, you're like, where's the beef? Does this thing work? Does it not work? All right, so here's what's going on. So this little socket here is the famous, I think it's RL05, RL05 relay that is underneath the socket, underneath the band switch. So this band switch, it lives underneath there. I got sick of that, so I brought the socket up using some gigabit coax from a Wi-Fi router, and I have this coax now coming up to this little thing, and it has the two heater pins that will key the the two primary pins that will key the relay and fire it through the electromagnetic coil in the relay. So anyway, that's all well and good. So I'm feeding the antenna in here, and I'm feeding it through a 10 puff capacitor. And this pin right here, as you'll note, that pin is directly feeding into the balanced mixer. So the balanced mixer, well, I don't know if it's balanced, but the little mixer doodad is right in here that has the two JFETs that are working in parallel or push-pull or whatever they're doing with them. The fancy 24-volt mixer is right in there. I've already blown that up once messing around with this thing and blew out the 24-volt power supply once. So when I put relays in from Ukraine or anywhere, I'm going to be very careful on what's going in here, full pin out, none of this 24-volt blowing up stuff again. It's too hard to fix that regulator B board. So you're like, that's nice. Show me the beef. Does this thing work? Well, yeah, it works. I'm receiving on AM mode now. I'm almost afraid to move this light or anything and blow this thing up. So yeah, it works. So I'm on, what is this? 10 megahertz here. I'm on AM mode. And so there it is. Sounds like there's two of them on there. So again, we're not going through any of these coils here, any amplifiers. We're going right in from the antenna to the balanced mixer, which is going from local board and injecting the desired frequencies to get 8 point whatever megahertz that this thing wants, the IF stage wants. So that's what we're doing here. It would probably work better if I had the proper impedances and everything, but I don't, so. But this is a start. This is how you get the rig going. So let's see what works, what doesn't work. It has this narrow thing, which doesn't work in AM mode. I think SSB will work on this thing. Or will it? sort of. I don't know. Let's try some SSB. Okay, anyway, that's nice, right? So let's try 40 meters for grins. Now let's try like 20 meters for grins. This thing's supposed to have a good receiver. Nothing here. Let's try. It doesn't seem like it's working. It's working. Sounds like the sideband's really messed up. Like it's still in AM mode. At any rate, it sure tunes smooth. Probably not going to hear anything. How about FT-8? Now some oscillators coming on. If you can hear it coming on strong. That's weird. All right, there's some bad stuff in this radio going on. It must have a part that's on the verge of failing. So that's interesting. So I think we got something going on here. 2107. Nope. Well, the sideband's working now. It disappeared. All right. Not a good sign, huh? Well, when it works well. More things to figure out. Sounds like the BFO's fading out or something. Oh well. Seems like it's starting to work. If a radio is starting to work, I can probably fix it. Whoa. So I took the AGC off. Of course, I have no filters in here. This thing has no front end filtering right now at all. It's just picking up any kind of crap that comes in, so. All right, well, that's about it. I don't think anything more would be too interesting for you. Let's see if we can get FT-8 on here. Nope. Oh, there's some FT-8. Well, at any rate, this thing's sort of working. I guess once I get relays in it, see how it works. That sure is dead. Something's pulsing it here. Could be a neighbor, hard to say. All right, not much else to see here, I don't think. That doesn't work. Well, looks like the sideband BFO is messed up. All right, well, thanks for watching. And this meter needs fixed too. This is kind of a junker, but that's life. 074. Yeah, there's some FT-8 coming in. It sure tunes nice though, it's smooth. Might be the favorite radio if I get it working. All right, that's about it. Thanks for watching, have a great day.